Hello everyone, and welcome. How's everyone doing? Okay, I got it in one place, but now we can't find it in the other. There we go. Alright, we're live. Got it in one place. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, we are ready to roll. Y'all ready to finish this pumpkin? I am. Just my... I'm sorry I'm late. I come running in here and then I see more puppy poop. So I had to pick up puppy poop. Alright, so... as you saw in part 1 and part 2, we painted the pumpkin black. Then we went ahead and put foil adhesive on here where I have the leopard spot. Then we foiled that. Now we're going back and we're foiling it with one of the ones I got this month. Hey Rachel. The burgundy. That is a classy, like orange almost. It is so pretty. And I thought this is going to look awesome on here. So we're going to finish foiling. And the reason I did it in 3 parts was we had to take a break in between painting, in between adhesive. So what I did was I did one step at a time and then I put it on YouTube. So if you missed any of the beginning steps, you can go back and check it out. But what we're doing now is we are actually putting on the second color. Unknown caller. Where do these people think they can just call my cell phone? Want to sell me another warranty? Sorry about that. That really is annoying. Where are y'all watching from? Let me know. Alright, so we used the large animal spots, leopard spots on the first, and now in between each one we are going to put this burgundy, which to me, boy, that is so pretty. I'm going to start up here a little bit with this one. I went and cut these in like 2.5-inch strips, because it's much easier to work with a strip rather than put a whole piece on, because then you're wasting a lot. This just works out nice. So that's what we're doing. We're foiling the spot, the every other section that I put foil adhesive on after we did the leopard print, which was part 2. And now we're doing part 3. It's a curved surface, so I'm having trouble getting it to lay, but it's still going on there. I'm using like a vegetable brush. You can use a toothbrush, you can use a nail brush, you can use a little spot down there we need to get. That's what's so nice about this. It's very forgiving. If I miss a spot, I can go back. If y'all wouldn't mind spreading the love, I'd really appreciate it. And I used wax paper because the foil adhesive will not stick to wax paper. So when you have this and it's drying, you really want to make sure that you don't stick to the counter. You don't want to do that. And you can see it's starting to lift from the material, the wrapping. I just thought this was a real classy fall color. So I also put in the links in the comments on the last part. I did part 2 this morning when I did part 2. There were a few people asking for links to of the materials I used. So I did post those in there. Yeah. And then I can go back and just redo where it did not adhere. It's very forgiving. That's what I love about this stuff. Okay, let's get the bottom. There. You can just use any kind of little bristle brush. And see, I had to do it in stages because we were using 2 different colors. Thank you, Rachel. Because what we're going to do, if you weren't watching 1 and 2, we're actually going to put that in between. So if there's any ugly overlap, you're not going to see it with that trim. Which I did it in 2 parts, so there really isn't any ugly overlap. It turned out great. I think it's turned out better than I expected. Which I shouldn't expect any less because the foil is so easy to work with. Even if you use the same color on all your sections, I would still cut it in like 2.5-inch strips because it's easier to work with that way when doing the pumpkin. And I had taken the stem out, so you're not even going to see any of the styrofoam. Little piece I missed. Let's flatten it out again. Like I said, very easy to go back and correct. Here you can even foil hats and shoes and fabric with this. We're going to be doing that in some upcoming videos. So if you're interested in trying it, just keep watching. I have some of my floral little stuff that was sticking to it. Note to self, bring out your florals after you're done foiling. Oh, that didn't catch. Does anybody have any questions so far? Where are you watching from? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Okay, we got one more. What do you think of it so far? Do you like these 2 colors together? I think they're really classy fall colors. I always like burgundy and greens and beige. We put the adhesive on first, and the adhesive takes about an hour to dry. If you do it and walk away and come back the next day, it's still going to be tacky. So don't worry about leaving it on longer. It's okay to leave it on longer. It's just a minimum of an hour. And you'll feel it. It gets super, super tacky. Thank you, Rach. Look at that. Now, let me just go ahead. I see a spot I missed here. So I just want to go across the bottom in case there are any spots. Because that's where it's going to stick. And we don't want it sticking to furniture or anything. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, there's our pumpkin so far. Now, I have about 3.5 yards of this. I did in part 2. Hi Candy, or Cindy, welcome. I did put a link in on YouTube on part 2, the link to this trim. I put a link to the foil, the adhesive, the final coat. Let's see, did I plug this in? No, I didn't. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do my final coat on it now. It takes about 5 minutes to dry, but in the meantime, I want to figure out how much of this I need per section. So about 10.5, 11 to be safe. So, final coat, what was I going to say? Sorry, duh. Let me just make sure this fits. Yes. So about 11.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you need about 12 pieces. This is a Hobby Lobby pumpkin, so each pumpkin is going to be different. The link I put in part 2 on YouTube has the link to this on Amazon, and you get like 10 yards of it. So we're going to go ahead and paint this with our final coat, and then we will cut all our pieces. This just seals in the foil. Are you liking these two colors together? I put a link in there to the adhesive, the final coat, which foils I used. This just takes about 5 minutes to dry. It's very quick. It doesn't necessarily put like a shiny finish on it, which is nice. It takes it back to how it looked when we placed it on. Because if any of you watched last week, we finished up the foiled clay pot. We foiled a basket. We foiled a glass container. We foiled the wood, just to kind of show you what all you could do with it is what my intention was. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Peggy. So that's pretty much all we have to do to that, but we're not done. So I want to cut these, but I want this to dry. So we're going to move that over there. We don't need this anymore because we've foiled everything. So the foil is not tacky anymore because it's coated. So now we're going to cut 12 of these at 11 inches. So then we have these ready to go. Each pumpkin size is going to be different. I'm not sure what size pumpkin this is. We are one short, which is okay because we can order more. That's good. We can go all the way around to the back. I know the cheetah is like my favorite. Hey Lisa, welcome back. Didn't it turn out nice? We're letting the final coat dry. And see, this was the one we did with the small cheetah print. And that has a coat of the final on it. It just waterproofs it, really. I have some various florals. I have some ribbon. So we're going to jack this pumpkin up. Okay. This is dry here, so we can start here. Whoa. See, I have these grids, and I use these a lot to dry things on, like when I'm painting things. You can even use them for, you can use the baker's rack from the Dollar Tree. They work really well. Okay, you don't belong there, you piece of glue. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm positioning this in the middle of the two colors. Now we got strings, glue strings, blah. I'm going to get like a cork and cover the bottom hole with a cork. All right, let's start another one. Using my fingernails when I should be using pliers. And one of my followers on YouTube gave us a suggestion the other day for a new rail, and I just want her to know that it's in the works. And when you give me a suggestion for a new product that I put in my shop, you get one. So she will be getting one. She'll be getting some happy mail. Not looking classy. Wait till we jack it up more. We're going to jack it up with some flowers and a bow and some vines. And we are going to put the stem back in there. Won't that look pretty? If I would have had orange, I might have used orange, but I thought that burgundy, I love burgundy as a fall color. I use it a lot in my florals. All having good weather. Been kind of nasty here in Pennsylvania last couple of days. Okay, there's what we got so far. I tried to keep most of the prep work in individual videos to make it easier if you didn't have time to sit and watch the whole project, and this way you didn't have to sit there and be bored by watching me blow it dry. Has a nice groove in this pumpkin to follow, which is great. I don't think there's one glue that doesn't leak like that. Did you all see Friday or Monday night's video or live that we used the new vertical rail? And I show you how to mount your mesh so you can take it apart at any time and remove the sign. We just got one. Lisa's talking about 15 minutes away from her. They are building a Hobby Lobby. Can't wait. Then I'm going to buy a pumpkin so I can make one. We just got a Hobby Lobby in June, Lisa. I've been ordering a lot online from them. We had a AC Moore. They went out of business. We have a Michaels. The Michaels crappy inventory, and now we have Hobby Lobby. And if you have a business, make sure you take your tax exempt number, because you can set up an account that way. I love it. I've been there once already. You'd think I would have been there more. But no, I am so glad they're here. I wrote for years, 2 years actually, trying to get them to come into our area because we don't have one. It's great. In fact, I went to a wreath conference in Rochester 2 years ago in September and met some new friends, and Lily and her husband Steve took me to Hobby Lobby up there. I'd never been in one, so I loved it. And I was going to post something, and now I lost the link. When I find it again, I will post it. There's a lady who just explains the best way to get bargains at Hobby Lobby. She's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Wait till you see the new rail. Woo! I'm excited. Because if we do it right, you should be able to take your sign off and replace it. So it just, hey, we might be able to make a frame for that one too. Ooh. Oh, now I got to talk to my husband again. And I think he's out in the garage running it now. You mean you're just telling me about this now? Uh-oh, I just lost a whole ring on that. So we will be probably too short. There. That's okay. I can go back. This is just something different than wrapping it in fabric. I think it gives it more dimension. It's one of a kind right now. Then I thought I'd do one little pumpkin in the burgundy and one possibly in the leopard print to sit in front of it. Don't you think that would be cute? I think you can also get this trim at Joann's. So yeah, that rail was Rhonda's idea. She said, you know what would be cute? It's like, okay. I love ideas that come from my watchers. I love you all. Because to me, that's awesome. And right now, there aren't any rails out there where you can change the sign. So ours is the first. It's just easy slide in, easy slide out. When you're not trying to maneuver the camera with the sign in your hand, when you do it one-handed, it doesn't come out as easy as when you use both hands. But I was filming a little picture of it. If you haven't signed up to follow me on YouTube, Rachel added a link there. I have an Etsy store, a Facebook page, Instagram, all that. No, it's not ceramic, it's actually styrofoam, which is going to make it nice for the next segment here, because I'm going to actually use floral picks to put florals in here, so I can just push it right into the styrofoam. If it was ceramic, it would still take the foil. Actually, I'm one short. I would have had enough. But that one, I must have cut it too close to the side or something, because it came apart. It's not supposed to do that. Not supposed to unravel. Okay, so we're putting one more in, and then we'll start decorating. We'll put that lack of trim in the back. Nobody's gonna see it. Don't tell them. It's just a nice way to finish off where the two meet. I originally was going to do gold, which gold would still be an option in between here, but I didn't think this would lay as nice as the foil is, so I just decided to use the burgundy. There we go. That's our pumpkin. Now, trying to decide, do I glue this down? I think I will, because I can still get past it to put the final piece. So that little glue on there. No. Yeah, I can still tuck that piece down in there when I get it. Alright, I have some vine. It kind of looks like a pumpkin vine. You know how you have the little shoots coming off of it? I thought this would be nice to add to it. So we are going to stab the pumpkin. Sorry, pumpkin. Now I think I want to cut this a little more. And I think right in there. All right. You with me? I didn't put anybody to sleep yet, did I? See, so you can just use this as your floral base, like you would your styrofoam in any arrangement. I want this shorter. Yeah, I think most of them now are in, you know, florals, or in styrofoam. That's not going to stay, so we need to put, I always have little pieces of styrofoam laying around, so I think we're going to need to put this in there, kind of fill up that hole. Yes. We are. Yep. Then I have something to glue it back into. Let that sit in there a second. Clean up some of this glue. There we go. Now I think I'm going to attach a floral pick to this if I can. Well, might work. We'll see if it does anything. There we go. There, that worked. Plug up the hole. All right, now I've got some flowers here, and these kind of have this burgundy, excuse me, in them. These also have it on the tips. I actually had 3 of these. You know me, I like to work in odds. Well, here's one. Here we go. I knew I had 3. So we're going to make a little arrangement here around this. Let me do my bow. Next, we're just going to make a little bow. And now I'm not liking this so much on that. It looked better before, but now it doesn't. So let me think about this, because maybe we need to go with just, I wanted this one, but it's not looking good now to me. So this one. See, I'm not liking that either. Oh man, that's what my little grandson would say. Let me just take another look here. I may just take it back to neutral. Sorry for the delay. No. Just take it back to neutral and use our flowers, because I'm not liking that. And my burgundy, that won't match. So I think we'll just go with this till I find the right color. Another idea. Wrapping my burgundy at the same time with it. So this kind of, no, that didn't look right. Well, wait a minute. We have this. We're going to use this. Yep, it's got the black in there. I have leopard print, but that's just too much leopard print. So let's just use this. So I just want something small. Now, let me see here. We can use a dowel, one of those kebab thingies. You know what I'm talking about. And a zip tie. We're just going to zip tie it to the kebab. Right? And I do have some, but they're not real burgundy. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull on this. And then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to pull this. Actually, I might be able to use that. Just put that on there. We're just going to glue this right around it. Cover up our zip tie. There we go. You watch, after I do this, I have a bunch of ribbon coming in, and you watch, it'll be sitting outside the door when I'm done. always the way, right? There. Okay, I'm going to start a hole with one of my picks. I'm going to add a little bit of glue here, and then we're going to go down in that hole. There. Perfect. And then I'm going to put a little spot of glue at the top and then trim off. Ta-da! There we go. Alright. I think that's looking cute. What do y'all think? Alright, now we get to jack it up. Rachel, we're jacking it up. I think we need to go shorter on this. Go shorter on this one. See, I kind of want this to hang down. In there, like that. See, now I got you thinking, Lisa. Don't you love that when you're watching something and then all of a sudden your mind just starts going? I love that part. All right. Now I'm going to put that. I think I'm going to get these two like in here. I have these two little pumpkins with some berries and some acorns and pip berries. So I have those. I have this too, which I don't want it that high. So you try to keep, when you're doing this, okay, as wide as this is, that's really as high as you should be. There we go. So I think I'm going to stick this right here in the middle. Just pull some little colored flowers in there. And then I think this one's going to go. Now my stem's in the way. There we go. I think like right up in there. Now's when I kind of get in the zone. I want this to kind of come forward. And maybe go right there, like that. Perfect. Don't you love when it comes together? And this I can still use like right here, so I'm not wasting it. I'm just making two out of one. Like that. All right, now I'm going to separate these two. And we're going to put these in because these really go nice with that burgundy. So I'm just kind of feeling where I want to put them. I like that one there. kind of like this one, about in there. I want to do the triangle, so maybe one under there. So I even have a different one, like I said, that has some burgundy on it, and then it pulls the oranges back with the burgundy. You know what? I'm sitting here. This is so much easier. What was I thinking? Let's get this grid off of here. There. At least when I'm working on it, I can just spin it around. This was my thrift store find. I think it was like $4. I love it. I just want to do some. Gonna have to foil the top. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Yes. Isn't that amazing? All right, let's cut this. Oops, came off the top. So, put a little spot of glue there. There we go. Now, because we want this to stay, let's put this in here. Here. How are we looking so far? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I hope you don't hate it. I hope you go easy on me. And I hope you sprinkle for me, because that really helps. And Facebook loves engagement, and so does Etsy or YouTube. So talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking. Engage, engage, engage. Please, engage. I feel like I'm all alone. Now, where did the third one go? Right there. So I think I'm going to go there. Then I've kind of got my triangle. That's your visual interest. Right there. Unless some of you are at work and your phone is being hidden in your drawer and you can't talk. Because I know some that are. And they can't talk right now. But that's okay. I understand it. I don't want you getting in any trouble. I'll bend that a little forward. There we go. Now, we're going to get some of these. But where are we going to get some of these? Because there's a lot of orange going on in that. Okay, if I put that back here with the yellow, it kind of blends in, but then it disappears. So, I think I'm going to use this one first. And I think I'm going to put that one right in the middle, and then we'll work with these. And these. This one's got too much orange in it. I don't want to go there. So, I've got these, and I've got some filler if I need it. So how are we looking so far? Can you see it? Minus the purple flowers. That's bugging me. Usually I have a little placemat here, but I don't. Alright. So I think we're going to put this behind here. Yes. Get some of that high stuff in the back. You don't even see the stem now. It's being hidden that much. There we go. Go in here with this. All right. Now, go like that. Let's see. Pretty much over here. All right. Okay, I must have put all you ladies to sleep. You're not talking to me. Ladies, wake up. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's just see. Some of these came off of like this here and these here. Item number CS12404. It's a sunflower mix that they sell at Sims. So if any of you have an account with Sims, do you think that would make it pop up there? No. I'm thinking maybe let's try the brown ones. Let's pull it back. Tone it down. I think I kind of like that one better. Do you like that one better? Rachel said, jack it up. And we are jacking it up. Okay, it's a little loose. Don't have it pushed down all the way. There we go. All right. Now I think I need some greenery in there. And do I need a pop of that? No. We need this. All right, we need to put some greenery in here. I'm hitting the ribbon, the cording, I guess you would call it. Yeah, we need some greenery. Right in here. Okay, I'm not getting it in there. Nope, want two. Need to trim it. Didn't go down far enough. There. Now not sure on this one still. I think still need something over here. So we are going to go nope. Huh. No. All right, little yellow flowers. Nope, more greenery. Okay. not sure if throwing this in there will help, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, that kind of mixes up the green. Or does it? Let's try this. Let's try some boxwood. Sometimes just different colors or different textures are all you need. I think I need one of those, like right down in there. Hey, Dill! Monica's on. We're finishing it up, Monica. We boiled it with some burgundy, and now we're using it as our floral base to just jack it up. Let's see. There. No. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just going to use these and fill it in. And since we can't see this anyhow, it's buried back here, we're going to cut these two pieces off, and we're going to fill in the front with those, because it just needs a little bit of color, like right here and right there. A little bit of that yellow. So that's what we're going to do. Just bring that color back down. Look, we got a triangle going on there. That's pretty cool. And maybe one. Actually, I'm going to put that right back in there with that one. It just makes it a little fuller, like that. Now, because this is showing in the back, I'm going to take more of this boxwood, and we're going to make that kind of disappear in there. If you take the time to disguise your back, it shows that you've done a good job. When I did those flower boxes, even though those flower boxes were against the hotel, I still went and filled in the back. It was a little more effort, but in the long run, people will like that. They'll show you kind of went the extra mile, and your designs can bring a little more moolah when you do that. Now, I might just put that in there. Just, yeah. Now, just looking to see. I want another asparagus fern. Do I have any more? Just going to use the boxwood just as a little bit more filler. that up higher. I can find a spot that's not covered up with trim, or, well, I thought I put one on there. I didn't. It was in the machine. There we go. No, it came out because that part's kind of skinny. So let's clamp it some more. Let's put a little glue. It needs to go right there. Oh, come on. That should work now. There. That's about where I wanted it. Now, go ahead and grab another one of these. Now we're going to put it straight up in the middle. And then I think we're good. This, we're going to bend over to this way a little bit. And then we're going to get one right here. Yes. Just trying to find a place to stick it. There we go. There. And then one right down. Nope, that's not boxwood. There we go. I think we got all our holes filled. I'm just looking, see if I missed a hole. There we go. We are done with our foiled pumpkin. What do you think? I think I could use one more right there. So you don't want anybody seeing the mechanics in the back. I'm going to go in at an angle so you don't see my pick. There. See how that's all disappeared now? And one right there on that side. Boxwood is a great filler. It's an inexpensive filler. Go in on an angle. There we go. What do you think? Just fixing my bow. I think that bow is neutral enough too, that I'm not taking away from the base and I'm not taking away from the foil. What do you think? Rachel's at work, so she's peeping. This needs to come up a little, and this needs to come up a little. But all in all, there we go. There, you got a better view of it. And boy, that's holding that pretty good. You know what I mean? It's weighted the top down. I mean, it's not tipping. And then what I thought I'd do, I'm not sure. It's not going to show up. Let me find here. This is too. Let's see if this is too fighting it any. Not really. I actually thought I'd leave. No, that's. Let's see, we can put like a couple of pumpkins in it. I'm going to foil this one, I think, in the leopard print. But there we go. And I thought it would have even been cute to take this guy and give him a leopard hat, leopard spotted hat too. And we still have this. We could add in over here. Yes, that's what it needed. So there we go. These don't look right because the color, so no. I'm going to either color or paint these. I'll see. Actually, probably just leave it on this turntable and just put a vine in front of it. I'm staging it for you. There. How's that? We is done. Even put one of these down here. Or it can just stand on its own without a pumpkin. Do you like? No like? Tell me. What do you think? There, Lisa. I got a leaf in there for you. How's that? No pumpkins. They don't look right. Everybody on Facebook is asleep. Or maybe I'm not getting comments anymore. Maybe that's what's going on. The comments are broken. Okay, Monica, you're ouch. Darn it. Look on the part 2 that I did this morning where we foiled the leopard print and then added the adhesive for the burgundy. In the description, I listed all the items you would need. Jen even has a starter kit, and that starter kit comes with, I think, five pieces of foil. It comes with your adhesive. It comes with the final coat. It might be cheaper for you to order it that way, and the leopard print is in there. So that's what I do. I'd get the starter kit and start out that way. I'll go ahead and add it to the description in here too of what we used. But I think that would be a good place for you to start. And if you get the styrofoam pumpkin, you can add your own picks. You can just stab it like you would when you're using regular styrofoam. So you are so welcome, Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And keep watching, because Monday, so exciting. We have a new rail coming out. I don't think there's one out there like it. So, yay! Another in the series, okay? You're going to love it. And I think her name was Angela. Somebody in my last video the other day mentioned, why don't you ever do one da-da-da-da-da? So, she gets one free because she came up with the idea. So, give me ideas. I think maybe this calls for just a few ribbon tails up in here. Maybe. What do you think? Just there? Why not? Who says they just have to be on a wreath? You can make them part of your arrangement. I think I'm going to add those. I think they would be cute. Right there and there. Or not. I don't know. Alright, ladies, look for me on Monday. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a video up on Saturday on YouTube, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Rachel was kind enough to add them to in the comments, so please do, because there's going to be more stuff on YouTube that will be different than what I've been doing on Facebook. So, okay? Alright, you all have a great evening, and thank you so much for your support.